wish we could just talk about the WNBA and just talk about the basketball, Frank. You know,
Yep,
I
yep.
wish we could go on here and just talk about how great the players are playing, and
But
everybody's doing great, and there's new up and coming teams, which there
yeah.
are a little bit, but guess what we talking about, Frank? We talking
Hey,
about stupid ass shit that don't got
listen, man.
nothing to do with basketball, and just
the
created a whole shitstorm around the WNBA.
the new Larry Bird. I'm not saying talent wise. The new Larry Bird and Magic Johnson effect. When they first came in, black versus white. That was it. Simply plain.
So
Oh,
dumb.
this person is doing this on purpose. This to hurt this person. This person don't like this person. They just being competitive sports people. People. That's it. Nothing less. Nothing more. They play a
That's it.
sport and they're fucking competing. That's it.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, not talent wise, because that ain't even no fucking comparison anymore. We can't even. We can't even. You could never say they on the same level
No,
ever in your life, unless this bitch go back in the lab, which don't look like she been in the lab, Frank.
she
She
ain't
haven't been
been working
working
on
on
that
no
shot.
fucking offense,
She ain't been working on that
no
shot.
offense.
She ain't
And
been
then
working
the
on that shot.
dumb ass story, bro. Okay, we already know about the stupid foul and then how she reacted to it, which it was just a simple fucking foul. It wasn't even a hard foul, bro. I don't even get that shit.
No, it was a
Like the
hard foul. It
reaction,
was a hard foul, but it's a response to her to Angel Reese hard fouling her teammate.
yeah,
That's it.
it was a take foul. You think she's just gonna let you get the basket though? Is what I'm
Right.
saying. You pushed her teammate out the way. She threw her hands up like, "What the fuck, refs?" And
Yeah.
then you were wide open for a basket. You think she's gonna let you get the basket?
Yeah.
Imagine what Angel would have did to her though, because she way bigger than her. If she would have seen Caitlin wide open running, we already done seen it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We already done seen it.
But
But I'm saying dumbass shit. But then to go and say, oh, that there was people shouting racist shit at her, and then they did a whole investigation, Frank. The NBA, the WNBA take that shit very seriously, right? We know this. Racial, they always on that racial discrimination, all that shit. But guess what? The investigation, they got audio, plenty of audio from everywhere in the arena, video, all that. You said they were making monkey noises. There ain't nothing to support that at all.
yeah, they said the people was fuck. I forgot what they said he was doing. The noises was something
Making
else.
making monkey noises.
They said it
But
was.
that's
They
what
found out
Angel
it was.
said though.
They said they found out it was something. The fans saying something else, but it wasn't monkey noises like you said.
And
They
it
were
wasn't
saying something.
racially motivated.
Yeah, but I don't know,
But
man.
I'm
The
saying
narrative.
why say that and then because now you look like an ass and now you bring in unwanted. You made them do a whole investigation, dog.
Hey, she in the arena, and maybe she thought she heard something. Cause it's not like fans ain't doing it. Maybe it just wasn't that time. But maybe she thought she heard something and that warranted that. But at the same time, yeah, if it ain't,
But ain't nobody else here. Not
yeah,
even
I
one of
don't
her
know.
teammates said that. Not even one of her teammates said they heard it. Only her,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, I don't
You
know.
don't think that's bullshit?
It could be in this case, but let's not act like the fans aren't racist. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say.
Fans racist in every fucking sport.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
saying. So
ninety
this
percent
could
of
be
sports
bullshit.
is black people playing the
Yeah,
sport. So you can say what you want, but they all rich because of the
yeah.
sport, and they
But
all
it's
black people.
the
Everybody
the
loves sports, and they all black people
but
playing
let's face
sport.
it, the racial tension in the NBA is not the same surrounding the
This is what I'm
WNBA
saying. They
currently.
this is what I'm saying, Frank. They making it a big thing. You get what I'm saying? I'm
Who
not
is they?
saying race in every sport, like racial shit. It's racist people in the world. We're not gonna discount that. I'm saying the WNBA is making that racial shit bigger than they actual fucking sport. Because now, who the fuck gonna watch it now? They're gonna be like, oh, y'all just about drama. Especially when you make them do a whole investigation, they turn up nothing. Now everybody like, oh, that's
Yeah.
bullshit. You was just trying to get some clicks or some shit. And now ain't nobody gonna watch basketball, bro.
They barely
That's
watching
what
that
this.
shit as
That's
it
my
is.
whole point.
So
Exactly. You and the fans that you did have ain't even finna watch the shit now because they feel like, oh, it's bullshit being made up to fucking get eyes on it, but it ain't even that.
yeah,
Plus, Caitlin Clark out 2 weeks, bitch. Ain't nobody watching that shit. Most of them fucking new fans ain't watching that shit anyway. While this bitch ain't playing,
yeah.
so I mean,
I think
while this lady, sorry, I didn't mean to call her a bitch.
I
That
think
was I was out of line.
listen, man,
Let's
I
just
just
play
think they're not
basketball.
allowed I think they're not allowed to compete how they supposed to compete because yeah, this instance may be bullshit, but Caitlin's fans are ridiculous, bro. They're fucking ridiculous, dog. I can't explain how ridiculous they are. Like whenever somebody does
But
something to Caitlyn,
both of their fans is ridiculous. Cause like Angel Reese fans, bro, it go both ways, bro. It go both ways.
I don't know. Her
Cause
shit
Angel
is
Reese fans talk so much shit about Caitlyn, and then it's vice versa with the other fans. And then Angel Reese fans act like Angel Reese is a fucking like a superstar player, and this bitch can't even make fucking three
I see
baskets in a game, dog. So
I see she's
it
not a
go both
superstar. She's
ways.
not a star player offensively, but that's not say she's not a star player. Cause she is.
She not a star player.
She is.
She not a
She's
reason. She
leading the
not a
league.
reason why her team won. She not a reason why her team wins, Frank. A star player is a reason. They are the reasons why
She
their team
she
wins.
can be a game
She not.
changer though. She can be a them rebounds and defense is that's not nothing. You feel me? That's still part of basketball. That's still a part
All
of
right.
basketball. Scoring is something that
Let's.
you need to do. Yes.
She averaged seven defensive rebounds a game. She averaging 13. She leading the league. 6 offensive rebounds this year. I'm talking about 6
Yeah.
offensive rebounds
Her
and averaging 4 offensive. I looked it up, dog. Averaging 4 offensive rebound off her own misses.
first female player to reach 450 points and 450 rebounds. Also
Yeah,
DPOY in the unrivaled league. I mean, she's not going to
I
be
get it.
offensively that player.
She not a reason why her team wins, bro.
Right. I mean, let's look at it like this.
And they not
She
winning.
might be
So
she might be peak she might be a peak Draymond Green type of player. People gonna say
yeah,
Draymond might not be the reason why they win, but guess what? He gonna do things to put them in position to win.
I don't think
Simple and
Draymond
plain.
Green's a
Why you
star though.
think? Huh?
I don't think Draymond Green is a star
At
player.
one point he was though, and
I ain't
him.
never think that.
He was an all star. He was an all star at one point. Look it up. He was an all star. It's just and he never averaged
It's
20
plenty of
points.
people been all stars that ain't star players, dog.
That's my point. That's my point. You can't say she's not a star because just because she can't score
She
the ball, you can't
she
say
not a
that.
star player. I'm
She
not
is.
saying because she can't score. The
And
only thing she does is
what
get
makes her a
rebounds, bro.
star is the fact that
It's literally facts. It's literally stats, bro. She
people are
only get
watching these
rebounds.
games just because of Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. They want to see the drama.
I know that. I'm
That makes her a
saying
star in itself.
I want to. This my point. That's my point. She not a star because she a basketball player. You get what I'm saying? I'm saying let's just keep it about basketball in the WNBA because there's a lot of great players in that league. But this is what we talking about: Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. Just because they fucking got
Now,
their little rivalry, which it ain't a rivalry. They fucking beat their ass every time they been 4-1 against each other.
yeah,
The Indiana Fever is 4-1 against the Chicago Sky while
yeah,
they're on the teams. I'm just saying, let's keep it about basketball and not about all this other bullshit.
right. But I mean, this at the end of the day, like I
So
said, it's
people
all
watching, they not watching to see Angel play basketball, bro.
right. I see what you're saying, but they are in a sense because they want to see her miss the shots. People want to see it. There's people that want to see her miss the shots.
You
They
watched.
want to
So how many
they
games you watch?
they want to see the failure of Angel Reese. This is why they're watching. This is what they want to see. They want to. You feel me? That's the
You
eyes
prove
are
my point.
there regardless.
You proving my point with saying that, though. You proving my point saying that.
saying that they want to see her fail.
They're watching to see her fail.
Right.
You prove my point by saying that.
But
She not a star player, bro.
she's not a star compared
They
to
watching.
Caitlyn.
You just said they watching to make her to. They watching to see her miss shots.
Right.
That's what
So
you
they
just
can say,
said.
"Oh, look, she's getting her own rebounds. She has 12
She
points and she
is,
got them all
Frank.
off her own rebounds." Okay, that's fine, but at the
She
same
averaging
time,
6
you can't.
offensive rebounds, averaging 4 offensive rebounds from her own missed shots. That means she only
Right.
getting 2 offensive rebounds off somebody else's missed shot.
So to put it in terms, she might not be an all-star with those numbers. Okay, I get that. She won't be an all-star with those numbers. She probably has to score more or whatever because you got other women that's getting the rebounds and getting the points. But all I'm saying is
She
she
leading the
has the
league in rebounds
ability.
by 3 rebounds.
She
Well,
has the
2.
ability.
Asia almost at 11.
Yeah, but she has the ability to change things for her team as far as the defensive perspective, not offensively, defensive and rebounder perspective. And that's not nothing you can sneeze at in basketball because it's part of basketball. Like just like how Mitchell Robinson is not a fucking star, but yet he was causing so much fucking trouble on them offensive boards. It's the same shit. It
Not
can
off his own missed shots.
some of them, but not you feel me. But he's fucking 7 feet tall, so she's only
We
six
ain't
two,
gonna we
six
ain't gonna
three.
compare we ain't gonna compare
But
the NBA WNBA. First of all, we ain't
but
gonna do that. 'Cause,
point
boy,
remains is had she never got into it with Angel Reese, nobody would be fucking talking about Clayton Clark. Simple and plain.
what Angel went at her, so
I
vice
mean, that's
versa.
what they do. It's a
Everybody be
fucking
talking about her.
basketball game. The fuck?
Exactly,
She didn't do
exactly.
anything though. All she did was give her back this, and people
I'm
got
saying
upset
if
about it.
nah, you watch that game?
No, I didn't watch that whole game, but
Oh,
they was
all right.
they all it went back to I guess a previous game where she was doing this shit. Caitlin Clark. That's her signature. That's what she was known for. So
Yeah,
Caitlin Clark gives
because
it
she
back to her.
killed their ass in the game. Yeah, but that ain't how it started, Frank. If you watch that game,
That whole
you
game.
gotta go watch.
I
You
might
gotta
have
go
watched
watch
that
that
game.
whole game.
I think I
You
might.
gotta
I
go
can't
watch that
remember,
whole
bro.
game
I
because you
might
just
have
talking
watched
about
that
a
game.
clip. You just talking about a clip.
I might have watched that. I can't remember honestly. I just remember watching some of that game, and the people getting mad because she did that. It's still
No,
it's basketball.
it was the whole game, bruh. It was the whole game. If you watch that whole game, you like, damn, what the fuck? She she made it a purpose to go after Caitlyn like the whole game.
Why not though? She's a star player. Why
Nah, I
wouldn't
get
you?
it. I'm saying I'm this what I'm saying. You just said that she was getting back at Caitlyn or this all started because she went after Caitlyn doing that shit or whatever the fuck. But like they both got Caitlyn was already famous. Angel the one that got pretty much famous because of that.
I
And
didn't
she
know
wasn't
shit
even the
about
best
no
player on
Caitlin
that
Clark
team.
until this. I'm gonna be real with you.
Oh no.
Yeah, I didn't know shit about no Caitlin Clark until that moment went
To the
viral.
rivalry. She
Yeah,
was already one of the greatest college players ever.
yeah, she was, but
So
nobody gave a fuck until this. Nobody gave a fuck until it hit ESPN. Nobody. Nobody was talking
they
about
was
Caitlin
already
Clark
she
being
was already on
generational until
ESPN.
this shit happened.
She was already on ESPN, bro. They was already put. Hey,
Not
they
to
were
that extent.
counting down her. Yeah, of course not. That was a national championship game.
They're gonna they're gonna cover sports because they cover sports. That's what they do. But my point is, nobody was there was the magnitude of fame did not hit until this drama hit. She didn't have LeBron level status until that shit happened with Angel Reese. Point blank period.
All right. And nobody knew who either. So nobody knew who either one of them was until that.
Nobody
That's
did.
pretty much what we're
Yeah.
saying. So
Not most people. Basketball people, like people who watch college sports,
yeah, yeah.
they knew who the fuck Caitlyn was.
Oh,
But the
yeah.
rest of
Of
the
course.
world, we had no fucking clue. But
Definitely not.
you're right.
I ain't
You
even
know,
watched. I ain't even watched women basketball before that.
exactly. Exactly
So
my point. So I knew. Listen, all I know is there was a because they had a previous matchup that happened in, and that's all it was. Like they was she had, yes she was going after Caitlin Clark that game. Yes, that's what she's supposed to do. You're supposed to go after the best player. And some people gonna feel
mhm.
uneasy about it. They ain't gonna like it. You might be fouling too hard, whatever the case
No,
may be.
they
But you're not
they
finna keep letting
no,
this
they
bitch bust
said
your
because
head.
she was going out of her way. They saying because she went out of her way to do it, unsportsmanlike shit.
Was
Like
did she
especially after
clothesline
the
the bitch?
game
Like what? What's
went up to
unsportsman
the
about playing defense?
so if I'll just put it like this, like if somebody go to let's say the NBA or a college basketball team, if somebody go after the game or during the end of a quarter or something and go in your face and talk shit to you, them boys probably gonna be fighting. You know what I'm saying? Well, that bit would that shit was happening constantly during that game when there wasn't no basketball being played.
Yeah.
That's what people were saying unsportsmanlike.
Okay.
That's all.
So all right, let me get this straight. So because the clock has stopped, they want her to just walk off and don't say anything. Basketball is done now. Let's go to the locker room. You shouldn't be saying anything to your opponent. That's how they felt. Okay, that's fine. But
Nah, like you know how most people when even if you go to the locker room when it's heated and you don't want to fuck with nobody, but you go and taunt somebody, like men in a men's league, they fucking fighting. Somebody go up to you when the game over and taunt you,
them
you
niggas,
probably fighting in that bitch.
them niggas be faking, bro. Them niggas ain't fighting anyway. They be acting like they finna fight, and then they don't really be throwing no hands like that.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
that's
Dog.
besides the
This
point.
ain't this ain't football or hockey.
That's besides the point. The
We already
thing
spoke
is
on
that's
the softness of the NBA.
that's laughable to me though, because we're putting her in a position or like an expectation where you shouldn't be that competitive to the point where you're saying shit after the game or it seems personal. I don't think it's personal because I've seen players like you say in the half, in the quarter, and they be rapping and talking shit going into the locker rooms and the game not over with yet. They not fighting. They do that shit all the time. I see it all the time in the NBA.
Hmm.
In the
Yeah,
NBA, we talking about college level sports. They not, and yes, they were making money, but they're competitors at the end of the day. And how and the intensity of competition gonna make some people uncomfortable. Shit, like Kevin Garnett. Kevin Garnett is one of the players that
boy,
I
yeah,
fucking hate. I fucking hated
yeah. That
him
boy's that
watching
boy's
him
an
play.
asshole.
But he gonna do and say shit to make you want to
Bully
fight him.
ball, bully ball, man.
Nigga told Carmelo Anthony, your wife tastes like fruity pebbles. Carmelo Anthony tried to meet the nigga after the game for the fade. And it was, you feel me? Like, I don't know, bro. It just when it's competition between a white athlete and a black athlete, they blow this shit up to proportions and heights that it don't need to go to. It's just competition, period.
But it's
Whether
only them
she's a
two.
low level star or she's a high star, she's competing,
It's only them two though.
which is crazy.
There's plenty of white and black, great, probably better than them. You know what I'm saying? That done won championships and all that. Like Asia Wilson, motherfucking. You got Brianna Stewart.
But
Ain't she white?
they shit didn't start in
You see what I'm
college.
saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but they
Nah, I
didn't
know.
start.
I don't give a fuck about none of that. I'm not gonna sit here and act like motherfucking like what she said. And I'm not attacking Angel Reese. I'm just saying what we said. Bitch, you should have been in the lab the whole. Sorry for calling you a
Yeah.
bitch. Didn't mean that. I was out of line. You should have been in the lab the whole fucking off season, but then you was talking about how much money y'all should be making and all this shit. But then you
Right.
can't even back it up, bro. You make 3 out of 10 shots a game,
Yeah.
and
Hey, look,
you don't shoot threes, so we can't say it's
you gotta.
mostly layups. It's like, come on, man. I'm not calling you no star, bro.
Yeah.
You a
I
star.
mean,
You a star not because of basketball. It's not basketball.
yeah. I mean, you don't make it to the league being a bum either. You feel me? I mean, you're a bum in comparison
Definitely
maybe
not.
to other people in the league, but the worst bum in the league
Yeah.
will bust your ass on their worst day. So that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah, you're not as good as your
I would.
peers when it comes to offense.
I can name 10 players better than than Angel Reese. Probably 20 players better than Angel Reese in WNBA.
You can offensively, but you can't name five defensive better players or five better rebounders than her. You can't.
I can't because they're not getting 4 offensive rebounds from themselves a game.
It don't matter. She's getting them bitches.
If
It sucks,
okay, so
but
she
she
got.
getting them
I'm
bitches.
just saying, it's just facts, bro. If she averaging 4 and she got 13, she leading the league. If she if you take out those 4, she only averaging 9, right? There is 7 players better than her at
Hey, look,
rebounding. Then
fastest player in WNBA history to reach 450 points and 450 rebounds in her second
yeah,
season. So
shout
those are
out.
facts too. But
Yeah, definitely.
I get what you're saying, bro. She's not a star in that league, but let's not
You
act
really
like
think she that good?
I
You
think
really finna
I
die
think
on
she
that
good
hill
enough.
that she's that good?
I think she good enough.
Yeah, she good enough to play in the league. She made it to the league.
Yeah. I
But
think I
you
think
really think she a star player?
so I think she has the capability of being a star. If she
Me
cuz
too.
she don't huh? She don't
If
have to
she go
shoot
in the
to be a
lab,
star. She may not be a star right now, but
she
she's
got to
one
be
of
a
the
reason why
people.
her team win, Frank.
She is one of the people that has brought eyes to the league because of what she's tied into. It may not be for basketball reasons, but unfortunately, this is why they're watching. Simple and plain. And
I'm talking about basketball, nigga. What are you talking about? I'm not talking about all that other shit. You talking about a star like media wise. I'm talking about basketball, dog. She not no
basketball, okay,
fucking
so I'll
star in
give you that.
basketball.
Basketball wise, she's not an
That's what
all-star.
I've been talking about the
Okay,
whole time,
all right,
dog.
I'll
I'm
give you
not
that.
talking about none of that other.
I give you that. I'm
I
just
just went
saying,
on a whole rant in the
yeah.
beginning saying why we can't just keep it about basketball. And then I thought that's what you was talking about the whole time. So you was just
So
talking about
no,
media
basically,
and
basically,
popularity and shit.
basically,
I'm
I'm
talking
I'm
about
saying both.
basketball.
I'm saying both. I'm saying both. I'm saying you can't
She
shit on
got the
her.
capability basketball wise. If she
You
get in the
can't.
lab
That's what I'm saying. Like we
and
can't
be a
just
reason
we
why her team win, but she not
my
right now.
my whole argument is you can't just bring it to she's just not a star because again, like I said, Draymond is not getting
She
traded
not a
off
star
of.
player. She not a
She's
star
not.
player. That's what I said.
So is on her team. Is she not a star player
Camila
on her
Cardoso is
team?
way better than her. Camila
Carmilla
Cardoso
offensively is
gets
better than her. Offensively.
I almost average. If all right,
If Angel Reese had a shot, if was a fifth, if Angel Reese had a shot, she would be way
she
fucking
wouldn't get
better
that
than
many
Carmilla.
rebounds. She wouldn't get that many
Yes, she
rebounds then.
would because she still would be crashing the boards. She might be. It might be three
Frank, her
less.
offensive rebounds is half her rebounds. I'm telling you, stats from this year.
All right, so we're
She
basing it.
averaging
Okay,
7 defensive rebounds, 6 offensive rebounds, and 4 are her own. That's what she averaging. I'm just telling you this, bro. If she wasn't getting her own offensive rebounds and she was scoring, she wouldn't be getting that many rebounds then. This is what I'm saying.
okay.
I'm talking about basketball.
I still think. I
Carmela
still think.
Cardosa,
I still think she would be
she
a
can
double
score,
double
but she
machine.
can also rebound.
I think she would be a double double machine. Because yes, you can bring up the offensive rebounds, but you're basing it off a month right now. Not even a
Nah,
month.
yeah.
You're basing it off the first few games. That's cool. Let's see how it goes for the whole season, Adrian. Then we can revisit that because I
All
don't.
right.
Yeah,
I'm saying she not a fucking star
right
player
now
right
she's
now.
not a
This is what
star.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right now she's
Jesus.
not. And this month that you're talking about, but she will be a star. She will be.
If she get in the lab, because she
She
definitely
will
ain't
be.
been doing that shit in the summer,
She'll be a
but
star.
had a whole lot to say. I'm just saying, if you're gonna talk shit, back that shit up. That's
You're
it.
absolutely
And you
right.
ain't do it. You ain't do it this summer. You went and talked all that shit, and then
Yeah.
you come out and you make 3 out of 10 shots.
But people be trying to act like, Caitlyn
Not a
is just
star.
such a stand-up player. Like she don't do
I
nothing
don't
at
give a
all.
fuck about Caitlyn.
Yeah.
I Have you heard me talk about Caitlyn much? I
But
barely
they be
talk about
acting like,
Caitlyn.
oh, she's just doing all this because she can't ball. But like
My
Caitlyn is
nigga,
is an
Nafisa
asshole.
Collier Asia Wilson, Kelsey Plum. Those are
They're the
the
veterans.
best
Those the
players in the
best in the
league
league.
right now.
Yeah.
Exactly. Breonna Stewart. Caitlin, you way down the list. This your second year, man. If you can help your team win, then good. But her team ain't even winning right now. She out 2 weeks. They just lost two other players. What that was last night. So
Yeah.
boy,
Both
they all might be in the
both
same
them
boat.
players got a while before they get to anywhere they want to be at because there's too many good teams. Period.
Oh
But
yeah. The top two
star power
teams,
wise, I think
top
in
two
the
teams is still the best two teams. The
yeah,
Liberty and the Lynx.
in the links.
Teams that was in the finals last year.
But
They both 6-0.
we'll see how
But
this conversation
Atlanta,
goes in 2 years because
yeah, yeah.
they
You
still
better hope
not
that big getting a lab, Frank.
yeah
You better hope
they
that big
still
getting a
not where they
lab,
want to be
boy.
at.
I mean, a
Even
lot.
Caitlin.
I'm just talking about Angel because she taught all that shit, and then you come out with this. I figure, hey, but you doing the same shit you did last year. You
Yeah.
literally doing the same exact thing,
But let's be
and
real.
your
Let's be
team's not
realistic.
winning.
Let's be realistic. It's gonna take more than a year for her to get her fucking shot together. This girl ain't never
Obviously,
been.
Frank.
She never been a shooter. So for you to
I
expect her
know
to
that.
come out shooting even a smidget better than last year, I think that's kind of like too high expectations. Because
So don't go on a podcast and say you should make as much as NBA players.
I mean, she's speaking for her comrades and not just herself, though. That's not just for her.
See,
That's just not for her, bro. That's not only for her. She's saying that because you have players that are good as far as the level of their competition,
Frank, she
like
coming
Asia
off her
Wilson,
rookie year.
like Asia
She
Wilson,
ain't the
for
one that
example.
need to be saying that. Exact. Asia should be saying some
She
shit
should
like that. Not
she
motherfucking
can say
Angel
that.
Reese, nigga.
She can speak for her
Come
peers.
on,
Why she
dog.
can't why
Come
can't she
on,
say
dog.
why can't she say that? Why can't she say it? Because she's not Asia Wilson? That don't make sense. This is like saying,
No,
look at
she
bro,
not even
look at
close.
the
And
NBA, bro.
Asia's is the
Look at the
MVP.
NBA, bro. The NBA got the sorriest niggas making 40, 50 million off the bench. She could say that shit. She could say
The
that shit, bro.
NBA is making money.
But that's my
The
point.
WNBA is not making
They
money.
starting to make money now. So they
They
in a few years, they should be
they had
able
their
to pay
biggest
these
season
players
last
more
year.
money, bro.
They had their
Period.
biggest season last year. They still lost 200 million.
Which is crazy. But
So
still, even still though, with all the shit that they making, that 200 million is not going to be shit compared to what they're probably going to make back this year. This is a league that's still growing. They're going to make more money than they lose. Period.
I know. I don't feel that's her place though, dog.
That's how you feel though. But she can say that because she made it to the league. She's in the league. She has
Uh,
a space to talk about it. That's like saying that's like saying a coach shouldn't tell you
I'm not
how other
attacking her,
players should
bro.
play.
Like I'm just
Like,
letting you know I'm not attacking her. I just it's certain shit that I feel like, I we talked about her a lot last year. Bitch, she good, bro. But bro, if you think she a star player and that she could say that she should be making this much money and all this shit when this bitch can't even make fucking more than 3 out of 10 shots, bro, and
bro,
you defending that, that's
bro, it's
wild
like,
coming from a ball player, bro. Like,
bro, it's wild
and then
because
missing 5, 6 layups a game, bro. Come on,
I
bro.
don't
From a
give a
ball
fuck
player, dog,
about none of
and
that
you
shit. She
defending
made
that
it to the
shit.
league. My only point is, my only
You just
point
gonna
is,
defend her no matter what.
this
No
is
matter
like
what, you
saying,
just gonna defend her
this is like
no
saying,
matter what.
this is like saying Patrick Beverly can't have a fucking opinion on NBA politics because he's not fucking Tyrese Halliburton or Chris Paul or somebody like that. This is like the same equivalent. This is like you saying a person who made it into the circle, the inner circle, can't have an opinion because they can't go on the court and score like the next person can. That makes no sense. How does that make sense to you?
I'm not even talking about scoring, bro. I'm talking about overall. If you, bro, you really finna die on this shit. You really finna die on this hill just defending her. Whatever I say, you think I'm just attacking. You gonna defend it. That's it.
Listen, all I'm
Nope,
saying is we
nope,
can't shit
nope.
on the girl for
You
her. This is
wild
what.
boy.
This is year
From
two.
a
What is this?
basketball player.
Year
That's
two.
crazy.
This is year two,
Year
and we
year
talking
two, and
about.
you already asking for more money.
She wasn't asking just for herself though. That's my point.
Bro, come on, bro.
She said it. Yes. Okay. Yes. She made a comment like, are we gonna start going on track? Whatever. But the point still remains,
She
Adrian.
literally all
The
right.
best WNBA
I can't.
player in the
I can't
league is
I
not
can't do it.
making as much. And I know you want to talk about money, but no matter what, we're talking
I ain't talking
about
about that.
we're talking about the best players in the league. Fuck Caitlin Clark. Fuck Angel Reese.
Yeah.
We're talking about Asia Wilson, Nafisa. None of these women are making more than um, who can I give you the best example of? Jaden Alexander or somebody like that. The sixth man of the year that's coming out the bench. They're not making more money than them, and they're probably better than them. And she's just saying, basically, the women should be getting paid more. And that's all she was saying. So, I mean, you could take it and say, oh, yeah, bitch, you shouldn't be saying that because you ain't doing shit. It just sounds crazy to me. She's fighting a bigger cause than just, oh, I want to get paid. That's all I'm saying, bro. I'm not trying to, like, defend her saying that she should get the money or I'm just saying she got a right to speak on it. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
All right. Hell yeah. That was a nice little 30-minute conversation on the WNBA. Bet a bitch won't hear that shit nowhere else. But nah, man, we gonna get out of here, man. WNBA, let's just keep it about basketball, bro.
That's
And
it.
see y'all next week, man.
Gonna ride.
As always, like, share, and subscribe. And in the great words of Jackie Moon,
Everybody love everybody, baby. Y'all better listen and take heed.
everybody love everybody, baby. Goodbye.
Peace out.